So how have you been doing? Morning no GS class, environment vehicle, environment 2020. So we have pretty challenging questions coming from the areas of energy, yes, areas of energy as well as pollution. So I do see, like both areas, and especially pollution. After biodiversity, pollution is one area where बहुत सारे questions आते हैं. So just in case you have not done any of those environment 2020 classes, recorded हैं जरूर कर लीजिए, free sessions हैं. Yes, even if you don't have the subscription of BS, you can very well do that. चलिए, let's come into perspective. Morning में revised environment notes, very good. Environment notes below और current affairs भी तो आ रहे. I had taken those current classes also, no? You must keep track of that. Is everyone with me? And how's the journey of the perspective going on? Story तो अच्छे से समझ आ रही है. And people are a little distinct. पहले तो first of all, how am I able to understand? I was told that this is very, very difficult. How can it be? Yes. So that is one problem which is bothering people. Other than that, second problem which is bothering people is I am understanding but answer तो लिख नहीं पाता हूँ. I am understanding but I am not able to write the answer. True. Happening or not, everyone? So there are people who like to take stress all the time, only stress. See, there are two types of stress. One is eustress. Eustress means happy stress, and one is distress. Distress means sad stress. So the sad part is that you're not enjoying eustress, you're enjoying distress. So क्या करें? How to deal with it? Eustress and distress. So I keep on getting messages every day, distress messages. Let me scroll up and see if there are any doubts. Okay, no questions. So if we install solar plate at home, then electric supply will not cut. Kitna sundar bola Purvi ne. So now everyone, Purvi has a question for which probably, which tells me Purvi is not having anything practical understanding of what solar panel is. But let me tell you this. So Purvi wants to install a solar rooftop panel. You get that? And she's saying if we install a solar plate at home, then electric supply will not cut. So will there be electric supply even if there is no supply from the government power grids? Do we have government grids also? Yes or no? So let's say the connection has come to your home also. This is the meter, Bijli ka meter. Yes, this is giving. So that's the question. So everyone, I'm very sure, like people who have some experience and they're able to see something practically, they will be able to tell me what is the answer. Okay, chaliye. Wow, stress ke classification hai. Dushant. Stress के भी classification. I am asking, sir, we are planning to install. Okay, Purvi, I get that. तो जल्दी से कौन बताएगा? Anyone electric engineer? Sneha, please don't tell me net metering. ये सब UPSC के नए नाटक. आपने अभी net metering पढ़ा and you checked it. At least listen to Purvi's question. Purvi is saying that if I install solar panels on top of my house, solar plates on top of my house, will there be no power cut? Listen to that. So don't give me net metering. This is what is happening. People have started vomiting coachings. No matter what is asked, उससे पहले क्या करेगा? Net metering. The question doesn't have to do anything with net metering. Do you understand what coachings are doing to us? You think only Hindu Muslim is doing things to us. Coachings are also doing things to us. True. Solar panel won't work at night. वाह शांतनु कितना सुंदर. Solar panel रात को नहीं चलेगा. So night nothing works. This shows like nothing at all. This shows just class attending and net metering. बड़ी बड़ी बात. क्या बात करती है यार. मतलब I am really amazed and appalled with whatever is happening. You can store electricity in generator or inverter, then use it. Okay, so power cut happens, sir, when cloud or sky and battery discharge. So everyone, there is this voltage supply to your government. Government supply, yes, government supply. Government or grid supply. Get that? Now, everyone, when the power fails, do you have something called as an inverter in your house, which has batteries? Yes or no? Do you have that? So what will happen? When this power fails, what starts giving you power? Inverter starts giving you power. Do you get that? Now, you know that inverter is not powering everything. Inverter has a capacity. Inverter cannot power everything. So what you have decided is, 1.1 fan I will be running from this. This will be run. So 3 items will be run. True or not? Is everyone okay? Now the government's power is restored. And I want to tell you, this is also connected to the inverter. True or not? So now inverter has taken over. But when the government power is restored, then what happens? The inverter gets recharged. Is everyone okay with this basic science? So no net metering. Do not give me net metering. Everyone, please get this. Such a shameful answer was net metering on this question. Do not take it personally. I'm just telling you that nobody has the answer. Nobody has the answer. We're talking about clearing IS examination. हमें एक simple electricity नहीं पता है. Yes or no? बड़ी हम बात करते हैं. We don't know simple electricity. Now what I'm saying is, that instead of inverter, yes, I have a solar panel. What will the solar panel do? Solar panel is also going to connect to certain points. True or not? So if the power goes, will the solar panel run or not? True. And Can my device, whatever my device is, can I disconnect it from the main straight away, only getting powered from the solar? Will it come in my bill? Will it come in my bill? No. True? Is everyone okay? Other thing, let me tell you. Somebody said, रात में नहीं चलेगा. भाई यहाँ पे बैटरी लगा लो. Can it store just like this? Everyone tell me, like your inverter is getting powered from your government grid supply. Can you have an inverter where electric supply it is being charged by solar? Possible? The only problem is solar energy is DC and grid energy is AC. So आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? DC AC converter चाहिए. DC AC converter, yes or no? So ये simple electricity. You know, many of you know how to solve the numerical. ऐसा किया R1, R2. You know Coulomb's law. You know everything, but you don't know simple electricity. True or not? True or not? So yesterday or day before yesterday, Hindu newspaper had this thing that there was a chariot. There was a chariot, and the chariot had caught fire. देखा था आपने? Chariot था, शादी का chariot नहीं, शादी का chariot नहीं था. They were going for a worship. मूर्ति ले जा रहे थे. Why? Because it touched the wire. कौन सा wire को touch कर दिया? It touched the grid wire, got electrocuted. I think 12 persons died. Why do I remember? I was telling my son that how can this happen? I was telling him how if you touch a live wire or if somebody touches, then what will happen? So Hardev saying South India 11 people died, Divyanshu 12 people died. हमें पता ही नहीं. We don't even know. Do you understand this voltage over there? That voltage, if you allow and it is allowed to go into the ground, तो आपको करंट लगेगा. इधर क्या हो रहा है? It is coming to your home. This is the meter. This is the meter. Yes or no? This is the meter. And there is a circuit in this. Whatever I have told you till now, is there any need of this word net metering? Is there any need of this word net metering anywhere in this? Then why did someone type net metering? That is my question. कि net metering क्यों लिखोगे आप? And how many of you know net metering? Was it taught ever in the school? Recently, tell me, hasn't it come from coaching institutes? It has come from coaching institutes, and that is what we are doing. Moment the button comes, we vomit. That is why I am ashamed as a coaching teacher. कि हमें पता भी नहीं है, बात करें. Somebody asked a valid question. Somebody asked a practical question. And I want to tell you, the country needs people with this much basic knowledge. We have engineers sitting, we have people sitting, they don't know what basic circuitry is. वो बोला रात में पैनल नहीं चलेगा. अभी पैनल चले नहीं चले, that is what the world is talking about. Capacitors. You've heard of capacitors. Capacitors, what do they do? So we're looking at capacitors which will store the charge. True or not? And what is current? High voltage to low voltage, charge to charge, charge is flowing. Just like water flows from high to low, that is all. अब ऐसे लोग मुझे कहते हैं, when these people like to me the sob story that I am not able to write an answer, I'm looking at some basic responsible education. Am I asking something wrong? You cleared exams, engineering exams, medicine exams, you know what is a resistor, what is a capacitor, you know semiconductors also. When it comes to real application, good, that's what is. Sir, this teacher teaches best. Sir, this one gives the best science and tech. Sir, the notes are also there, current affairs are also. This is what you've learned, net metering. Sir, आप गुस्सा हो रहे हैं. गुस्सा? Am I being angry? I am being appalled. I am seeing what is happening here. This is nothing to do with education. तो होना चाहिए. Do we get that? And that is the problem which we are facing in the world right now with renewable energy. The issue is grid compatibility. Yesterday, if you attended my class, there we talked about second phase of green corridor, where I fooled the entire batch yesterday, last night, where I said this is about what? This is about biofuels. Green corridor is about grid connectivity. So ये जो DC है. अब अगर everyone who's never heard about, Shivam says I have never heard of net metering. Now let me tell you what is net metering, everyone. Net metering, everyone. Your meter is showing reading of the units consumed, yes or no? Units consumed. Suppose you had 100 units consumed, and per unit, if the rate is rupees 23, what is your bill? 23 बहुत ज़्यादा कर दिया मैंने, 12 रुपए कर रहा हूँ. 12 रुपए per unit, 1200. So your electricity bill is rupees 1200. Is everyone okay? Now the government says that if you are able to produce your own electricity, then we will allow you not to take from the grid, rather you can send it back to the grid, supply it to us. You become our supplier. Do we get that? Now, I have a small panel. I have kept it for reserve, but excess electricity is being generated everywhere or not? Yes or no? So if I am able to generate in the month 20 units, and send it to the grid, so what will they do is they will subtract 20 from it, and you will get the bill for 80 into 12 is 960. This is called net metering. समझ में आ गया? Is everyone okay? ये net metering है, ये बात ही नहीं थी, but net metering मारा तो मारा. अच्छा, now let me tell you one very important thing. सबने पढ़ा है, सबने रटा है. PM Kusum Yojana is about that. That a farmer who has a land, yes, apart from farming, if he uses that land to have these solar panels, that much solar energy can be sent back and he can earn from that. How much can he earn from that? I will show you. I'll share a video with you. Down towards the video. This farmer is from Rajasthan. He felt that his land is very barren in that. Yes, उसमें groundwater भी low है. I think वो मैंने share भी किया. Have I shared it with you? Have I already shared? Yes. So उसमें per kilowatt you're getting it. So वही तो है. तो क्या दिक्कत है? And people who have attended my environment classes, I've always talked about energy democracy. कैसे आ जाएगी? पूर्वी लगाओगे तो ये benefit है भाई. अभी net metering मत सोचो, but you will have a source of your own energy. Your own, depends on the size of your house. Yes. So I live next to a school. The entire school, they have 3 blocks: junior block, middle school block, and the senior block. They also have a reception. They have 3 big working units. 3 big units for teaching: junior block, middle school, and higher block. 3 schools buildings are there in that. 4th is the administrative office building, and 5th is the sports complex building. Hear that? In front of me, 2 years ago, the entire school got all the roof only solar panels. School has gone solar. If you go to Cochin Airport, India's first fully solar airport. If a school can go solar, if an airport can go solar, why can't Purvi, your house, or anyone's house? Can it go or not? What is the problem? Let me tell you the problem also. Number 1, it is costly as of now. The government is giving subsidy, but then there are challenges in that. But if you can afford, that is one. Second thing is, you need space. If you have a small unit, thoda mushkil hota hai, you need space for that. Third thing, this produces DC. So you need to have another unit to convert it into AC because your devices are not there. And fourth is, if there is any servicing use, if there is some need required, some troubleshooting required, then most people don't know this much. So Modi ji started with something called as Surya Mitras. Surya Mitra. Young boys and girls will be trained into repairing and maintaining this thing. Just like AMC, annual maintenance programs, yes, for RO and all you have that, water purifier, you can have it with Surya Mitras also. I, unfortunately, am not very abreast about how successful has Surya Mitras been. Have I given you 4 specific points? Have I explained you the concept? If a person knows this much, if he gets a question on this in mains or prelims, can he do that or not? Nili is saying, sir, please explain what if winters in North India. Everyone, nonsense question. Winters in North India. We live in a tropical country. Nili, this is no application of geography. We just finished physical geography. Everyone, please tell me. Please tell me, southern India, is it a winterless part or not? Peninsular India, mein winter nahi padti hai. Everyone, peninsular India, no winter. Do we agree? So let's stop creeping about that. Let's come to second part. Let's come to North India. Everyone, North India, please listen to me. Do you know that winter is the time? Winter is the time of high pressure. Winter is the time of cloudlessness because air is sinking. Yes, clear sky. Only problem is fog. Fog bhi morning mein hat jati. You've not observed that. When I teach you Indian geography, you'll realize by 12 o'clock the fog goes. 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock the fog goes. Yes, there are days 5, 6, 7 days where they will not come. I understand that. So why are you going all by solar? Apna grid ko connect rakhiye na. Who's stopping you? We are bijli ke khambe connection hatwa denge. And remember, you have capacitors. True or not? Now everyone tell me, India has monsoon only for 4 months. Are there people who will collect water? Is the country going to manage things without monsoon? If you are going to have a phase where sunlight will not be enough, do you know that is the time when there will be a power crisis? True or not? And honestly tell me right now, everyone who's listening to me, which season are more power cuts, summer or winter? April is the time when the country has shortage. May is the time when there is shortage. Winter mein agar hua bhi to grid se le lena bhai. I am talking practical things. Because we don't have practical, that is why we are looking at that. Yes, sir, we want more energy in summer season. April has broken all records. Purvi saying nowadays 4-hour supply cut. See, everyone, I am teaching my students about railways, Indian railways. And I have said that freight is the area which is profitable for Indian railways, and passenger is the area which is non-profitable. Unfortunately, passengers are given preference over freight. Do you agree or not? In India, Indian railways, freight is the profit-giving one, and passenger is the non-profit one. There is cross subsidy. Unfortunately, passengers are given more preference, freight is given less preference. So during the time of UPA government, the idea of dedicated freight corridors came. Everyone okay? Simple concept. No mugging up of coaching. Ye pata hona chahiye bhai. Ye simple idea. Everyone agree? Open Hindu newspaper today gives you a heartening news that passenger trains have been cancelled. To allow coal trains to move. True or not? Aaj ke Hindu mein, do you see the reality of things? And it is not that railway wants to be profitable. The issue is that there is a coal shortage. And the Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha belt is the coal belt. So a geography student would understand. So trains leaving from there, if passenger trains were there, generally passenger trains were giving preference. They said, hey, Mal Gadi, let it go. If you read today's newspaper, it says Delhi government says we are left with coal only for 1 day. Yes, all things connect. That is what geography is about. Now tell me, in this whole discussion which I've had with you, I hope you got some understanding about energy sector. I'm not a science and tech teacher, but you have had so many science and tech teachers and learning coming from them. All you could get from them was net metering. Can you try to write that in my class? I will not. I am so very, very clear. As a teacher, I am really looking at making my student responsible. Responsible means you can respond. You have no leaks, integrity. So stop impressing me with net metering. Next time, think. A civil servant must think before he or she acts. Do you get that? Baki aapki marzi hai. Who can stop you? You will continue your ways. So today we are on a perspective class, and the fact is, geography has been descriptive. Geography has been writing net metering, not even knowing what net metering means. Yes or no? And geography needs to be this analytical as I analyze the situation for you. And I analyze the practical situation. A student in our class is deciding to have solar panels at home. Yes, I explained things to that person, and I also showed you that how energy crisis is developing over the country and how we are dealing with it. True. Why can't geography do that? Why can't geography do that? Geography can't do that because Kant said we are descriptive. Did Kant say we are descriptive? First of all, Kant was not even a geographer. Kant was throughout saying that I am not a geographer, but I give one course on physical geography and one course on anthropology once in a year so that my audience is able to understand things. Now tell me, when you know this much about energy, if someone is teaching you energy, a science and tech teacher who's your favorite is teaching you, can you appreciate or not? Today, did I see there is a big balloon, inflated balloon, and I just pricked it one needle and the whole class blasted? Question mark on that science and technology preparation that you are having. And I'm saying question mark on most of the education degrees that we are having. And many of you are science background people or not? You are science background people. And this is not to be done in electrical engineering. I'm not even getting into the circuitry. I'm not even getting into 3-phase, 2-phase, whatever we are looking at, AC, DC compatibility. Grid compatibility has been a big issue, and we are doing a lot of high voltage DC transfer. How is it happening? Lot many things are happening over there. Do we get that? So which is more acceptable, which is more fruitful? Dead cramming up of written facts and writing it over there, or having clarity and being able to explain like a student, like a beginner? Did everyone understand about electricity? Ghar mein kaise hoti ho? Did everyone understand? And I wanted to show it to my son that how a chariot caught fire. How a chariot caught fire. I wanted him to see at this age that what is electrocution? Kya ho sakta hai? You get that? So I had a student. She said, "Sir, I used to study in a government school, and one day I asked my teacher that if we touch a live wire, yes, we get electrocuted. But if a bird touches a live wire, it does not get electrocuted." Everyone? Yes or no? So as a child, I asked my teacher, why is this happening? She said, it's a rural area, government school. And sir, I was told, and I remember it till today, and I also believe it. The teacher told me that these birds are given vaccine against it. We were laughing in the class. Birds are given vaccine. And she said, sir, मैंने मान भी लिया था. As a child, I agreed. Birds को तो vaccine backgrounds. There is a time in civil services that we can rectify things. Yes. The simple thing is, the circuit is incomplete. The circuit is incomplete. You need to connect it to a place with lower potential, and ground is considered as zero potential. जिसको earthing कहते हैं. What is earthing? Ground. So the connection is complete. If the connection is complete, then the bird will also get electrocuted. So when this chariot yesterday you saw in the newspaper touched the wire, the chariot was also in connection with this. True or not? That is why if you see someone getting electrocuted, never touch him or try to remove him from there. You need to find an insulator. You need to find something made of wood or plastic and hit the person very, very hard. ऐसा नहीं कि जाके उसको टच करना है, ना, जोर से मारना है, जोर से. If a person is getting electrocuted, hit him so hard कि वो झटके से उसको छोड़े तभी जाकर होगा, because electricity is current is passing through it. You have to break the circuit. Many people don't have this basic. This is called applied science. This basic knowledge we don't have, and we think कि हमारी लाइफ में तो कभी होता ही नहीं, एक ही बार होगा. Probably the last time. So why not be aware? Why not be aware? I want to tell you, every woman who works in the kitchen, must be told about handling gases. एक ही बार गैस लीक होगा, maybe the last. Handling gas, handling oil fires. So machine in that whole oil catches fire. You know, when there is fire in that kadai, होता है कढ़ाई में आग लग गई. If you put water in that, kitchen will explode. First idea is आग लग गई, इसमें पानी डाल दो. It will explode. So people must be made aware. Third thing which I feel, people who go on the road, if you see an accident, some person is bleeding in front of you. Yes or no? Some person is bleeding in front of you. People talk, someone should help, this and that, take to the hospital. Very few people actually do something. What I want to tell you is what you need to do at that point is nothing. You have to give that person first aid. Has anyone ever done a course on first aid? If there is any doctor sitting in the class, they would say that most cases die because they did not get first aid. It is not about talking. It is not about sending them to the hospital. Pehla cheez, first aid. So first aid, basic electricity, basic gas behavior, this should be taught to everyone. True. So I'm the victim of this situation, my friend, at my home, and electricity caught my friend, and I saved the life of my friend. So literally, you explained in such an easy way that even I can show this to my father, and he will also be able to understand. Purvi, please understand the nitty-gritties of it from the people who will come and fit it, the cost of it, how much area is needed. Let them find out. Okay, that. So this is basic principle, but you'll go a step ahead. True. Is everyone okay? So it's been half an hour, and we talked about, I think, something very important and some paradigm about preparation of civil services. I hope you would go beyond just mugging up those PDFs. True. So request है आपसे, बाकी आपकी श्रद्धा है. आज का slide लगा दे. So geography is waiting for a revolution, and the book has been published. What is the name of the book? By. किसने छापा था? Kuhn ने. What is the name of Kuhn's book? जल्दी से बताओ. What is the name of Kuhn's book? If you are revising, you should have known this. सब बोल देते सर समझ में आ रहा है. समझना is not enough. Perspective में, where is the file? Okay, I have the file. Structure of scientific revolution. Okay, good, British. Okay, everyone, look at this. If you have to multiply to get an answer, or if you have memorized it, is the answer possible by getting it multiplication? Yes. And is the answer possible by memorization also? A and B. All these which I told you. How many of you are 100% A in this? So select A. So true and false करता हूँ, poll करता हूँ. Select A. If you are 100% A, then you are true. And if you are not, then you're false. So quickly go for true and false. If you are 100% this, then you are true. If you are 100%, if you are not 100%, don't say that. एक में भी अगर आपको लगता है, even in one, if you feel that, click true only if all four you knew them. Tables till 20. Click A only if you know all four directly, because your memorization of table is there. Are we done? So आगे leaderboard आने वाला है नहीं? Did the poll reach you, everyone? So what I got was 85% over here and 15% over here. Unfortunately, it is not showing me to share the polls. क्यों नहीं हो रहा है मुझे नहीं पता है, but the poll goes out. Is everyone okay? Now, honestly, listen to me. Everyone, listen to me. Please don't take it otherwise. 85% don't remember tables. Yes. 15% do. If I had done this poll in America, if I had done this poll in US students, it would have been 100% multiply. 0% would be here. Do you agree? Now, I'm not value judging anything. I'm saying, do they have an advantage or not? Just looking at a fraction, their mind will tell, okay, this is the common divider is 18 and I can cut it with 18. Yes or no? 19. Does it help or not? Sir, in real life, it doesn't help. I'm with you. Everyone, I'm with you. In real life, not needed. But do they have an advantage? If they have to quickly compute something, quickly take a decision on something mathematical, yes or no? Can they do that or not? Will they do better with processing? Why? Because they had memorized. You had not memorized, you can multiply. Perfectly okay. Will they have the speed also? Will they have speed and insights? Yes. And can they innovatively, easily play with things? Will there be greater ease or not? Greater ease. Honestly tell me. Will there be greater ease? True. Just asking you. Nothing, no question on you, nothing on you. Everyone. I want to tell you, if you want to write answers in quantitative revolution, key points, themes, definitions, names must be memorized, like tables. Don't memorize a paragraph. What do you memorize? Key things. So everyone who writes to me a message, sir, perspective, I'm understanding, I'm finding it easy also, but sir, I'm not able to write. Honestly tell me, our tables are not in place, no? Key points. key themes, Kant, his work, his classification, his flowchart, होना चाहिए, definitions, yes, empiricism, possibilism, determinism, neo-determinism, yes, names, Ritter, Ratzel, Vidal, होना चाहिए, नाम पता होना चाहिए, Kuhn, structure of scientific revolutions. If they are there, you can stitch an answer. You will stitch a good answer. Suppose you have not memorized. Suppose you have not memorized. You have not looked at that. You will somehow survive with a fragmented, poorly structured answer. Answer to both cases, you will write an answer. True. You can choose to be A. You can choose to B. And instead of replying individually to everyone, have I given you some clarity? And why did I say key? Because key plus concept clarity, which your classes are giving they giving you concept clarity or not? Key points and concept clarity is the recipe to a good answer. So when you tell me, everyone is saying, sir, I'm finding perspective easy. Yes, I can understand it. A is available, B is missing. Do you get why answers are not coming? In physical geography, did I make you do a diagram book? Did I make you do a diagram book in the homework? Yes. Did I in GC Leong make you do chapter-wise summaries? Now there is something inside you, those tables, that material is with you. So you're very confident. Either kya hai? A new territory, you don't have anything about it and you're finding it a challenge. Everyone, should you feel bad about it? Or should you feel, oh yes, it is 50% done. Let me complete it. Do you get that? Can I say the alarm which is being raised is a little early? You've not done the prerequisites. Possible? Yes or no? So let me give you a homework. Take homework, do basic homework. Extract from chapter 1, class 11th, part 2. In a sheet, put it on the Telegram group. Remember their key points, key names, key definitions. Remember that chapter itself is a problem. Oh, sorry, class 12, part 1. My mistake. Class 12, part 1. Remember that first chapter, nature and scope of geography. That chapter is equal to GC Leong of human geography. Do you realize the importance of that chapter? Why did I not tell you this? Because I wanted you to be comfortable. I wanted people to send me this message that, sir, I'm understanding everything. The fear is no longer there, but sir, answer is not coming. So can I now tell you a GC Leong over there? Can you take the names? Let me see how many of you can innovate. How are you going to do that? Themes in geography, now you have paradigms in geography, important books in geography, important definitions in geography, yes, important names in geography, important phases in geography, and they have put a table also. Have they put a table or not? Have they put a table? Bana lo yaar. Just make it. Magic will happen. Guarantee magic will happen. Years of experience have been experimenting with this only. Easier and faster ways of learning rather than cumbersome and troublesome ways of learning. This, everyone, when you listen to me, my homeworks, they give you stress. What is use stress? Stress, he has given us homework, but you is challenging. I want to do it here. Let me check. Others are also doing it. Use stress. Use stress brings the better out of you. Distress is every class you're doing in science and technology. Oh my God, what can come? Now we are doing environment. Maze mein kar rahe ki nahi? Everything point by point. Are we doing environment in a structured way? Topic by topic. We've looked at so many things. You are also reading along with my classes. And in the evening we test also. And in the test, do I bring in gaps also? I've seen, like in the test, people ask easy questions. Sara easy pucha. Dekha bachcho, jo maine class mein padhaya, whatever I taught you in the class, you are able to answer also. Nahi yaar, my tests are equally challenging. Till the last hour of the class, I am preparing your new questions. Where can I challenge them? How has UPSC challenged them? And then let's bring it in. That is what, the book which I'm unfortunately lag nahi raha, wo prelim se pehle aa rahi hai wo. So because it is having mains also, we are putting in answers for mains also. Get that? So kuch usme time lagega, but it should be there somewhere in time. Do we get that? So that is why I'm using those questions so that my students get practice. So those good questions which we have created, you are getting it in Environment 2020. True. So everyone, did you get your homework? One chapter. And how many days? Kal se no geography class. So submission kab se? Monday, 7 p.m. Date also done. Monday, 7 p.m. Date given to you, target given to you, already explained. Initiation, powerful initiation into human geography. What do you do in these remaining days? Whichever lecture is missed, make sure you do that. Foundation, if you missed, make sure you do that. So somebody is doing foundation, he has sent to some student, are you a student, plus student from such and such classes? Which pairing did such and such say? Which chapters? Remember, I told you 15 with 25, 16 with 24. Simple pairing, aisa kuch nahi tha. So that student also replied, फिर भी वो शाम को पूछ रहा है. Attend those classes. Whatever is missing, please revise. In one go, it will not happen. You memorize tables in childhood? Yes. So I told my son to memorize tables when he was in standard 5th. Standard 6th, I see random. Abhi bhi probably, like once in 2-3 months, I tell him to revise. Once in 2-3 months, once in 2-3 months. So fifth also he revised, sixth also he revised, seventh he's there, he will revise. Once in 2-3 months, do the table. Nothing, no challenge to him. I just say revise it and write it down. Revise it, write down. I plan to do it. I plan to do it till 12th standard for him. Every 3 months, I will remind him, and he'll do that. Will it be a good thing that I will give to my student, my son? Will it be a good gift that I will give it to him? As a reminder, father's job, only reminder. No coaxing, no coercing. Whenever he's free, whenever he's free. And which tables? Not from 2 to 20, 13 to 19. 13 to 19. Everybody knows that is the challenge area. True or not? Till 12th standard, I'll tell him 13 to 19. Please memorize it, and he also likes it. So for him, it's a 1 hour job. And after 12th, no need. Job is done. The software is already been done. The hardware will do. These days, software, hardware, he's studying biology, genetics. So both of us talk in terms of genotype and phenotype. Remember, UPSC aspirant घबरा जाते हैं when the word genotype and phenotype comes. And he's every day asking me, is this a genotype or a phenotype? And we are talking. 7th standard student, क्या दिक्कत है? So he can talk to his father about that. So at least when he comes to me, can I interact with him? And when I look at the newspaper, I don't tell him to read newspaper. I just tell him, look at this picture. Do you know what happened? And then he's interested. He automatically looks into the newspaper. Do you get that? So I should not be pushing him to watch newspaper. But tomorrow, he has somewhere in his mind that if you want to find out something, they will tell you all. So the connect with newspaper will be better rather than, when people come to UPSC preparation, they're like, Hindu reading is newspaper reading is very, very important. They hate it, but still they're trying to do it. So what does it create? This stress. So gradually I'm giving him some subtle little, can we call it vaccination? Yes, can we call it vaccination? It's like vaccine going inside. So someday he likes the newspaper. I said, you can read it. True. Someday I just tell him that you are learning Spanish, teach me. So there's nothing, I don't understand anything in Spanish. So he comes and teaches me, and he tries to repeat what his teachers have told him. And when he's telling me, he himself gets confused. And he said, "Ye main ma'am se pooch ke bataun." That's good. What I had to do was half an hour, I had to tell my son to teach me Spanish. I don't want to learn Spanish. I'll not understand anything in Spanish. But his effort at teaching me Spanish will teach him a lot of things. True or not? Get that? This is how we started with guitar. He was doing guitar. I told him, teach me guitar. And soon, like probably 1 month, he tried to do that. And then he got so engrossed in guitar that he's happily doing guitar. So whenever he's free, he says, Dad, can I practice some guitar? I said, yeah, today being a weekend, he was a little angry with me in the morning. He said, you went for swimming alone. You did not wake me up. That's okay. My job is, if I tell my son early in the morning that you must wake up and look at your fitness, this and that, very difficult. So I told him that next time when you and I go for swimming, I promise that you will not be able to beat me in the race. So he was looking for a race with his father. He was not looking for exercise. Yes or no? But if I tell him, let's do exercise in the morning, he'll run away. True. Perspective. Just perspective. And that's how we started. That's how our parents have created some areas in which we have had our interest. Teachers have also done that. So these homeworks which I give you, these assignments which I give you are not to give this stress to you. People who do it and submit it in time, they took the stress and that will benefit them. 10 days from now, if you submit it, up to you, no problem. But I'm saying if you do it in this time, it will make a huge difference. Get that? So during these coming 10 days, I will keep on giving you tasks in between, keep on giving you reminders. People who are into that continued education, this is a good opportunity. Aapko 3 घंटे मिलते हैं, use that. Do you get that? Perspectives. And that's what perspective is about. Different ways of thinking. What am I talking to you? My way, my take on education. Yes. Okay. Hardev says, sir, in my district, the collector arrested by Anti-Corruption Bureau for taking bribe for a national highway contractor for no objection. Please provide your view. I don't have to provide my view. Collector, district collector here, jo bhi hai, who has been caught taking a bribe, law will take its course. Yes or no? He will learn his lesson, and it will be told to the people also. Yes. अच्छी बात है. Level of integrity must. So everyone, where are we? What are we looking at? Geography के पास क्या है? एक बहुत अच्छा statement है. See, you know what? When you memorize tables, they automatically help you solve the questions. Yes or no? People who have had science background, 11th and 12th science, if you had memorized the conversions in chemistry, organic chemistry, did those conversions help you very quickly solve it or not? Now I wanted to say something about quantitative revolution to my class right in the beginning. Right in the beginning, I wanted to say something. And immediately my mind, at the back of my mind, is saying, oh, use that quote, use that quote, use that quote. Because I remember that. Geography is long on facts and short on theories. I like this. William Bunch said it. And a person who's doing this, can I use this as criticism of areal differentiation, of chorological descriptive approach? True or not? Job done? One statement. See, I had memorized it somewhere. I did not plan to bring it here. I just wanted to tell you, see the chronological approach was not working, so we needed one. So my mind somewhere, that quote comes. The quote will come. Hey, you want to tell the students? Why don't you tell that quote? That quote will tell more than what you will tell them. You will tell them in a paragraph. This line tells it all. True or not? Again, a reason. They are like my tables. So right in NCERT chapter 1, they have given this. Why not? So this was the problem with geography. Remember, this was the problem with geography. And who was pushing for it? The ruling paradigm is areal differentiation. Areal differentiation. And regional synthesis. Is everyone okay with regional synthesis? First you create regions. First you demarcate regions. So you synthesize regions. For comparison, you synthesize regions. Once the regions are created, then you differentiate. Now, everyone who's listening to me, some of you might feel, Sachin sir, but regional synthesis, how will we write on that? Will you give us some literature or at least some dictation, some points in that? I will give you. When? When will I give you? When will I give you? These are foundation lectures. What are these? Foundation lectures. Will I have more lectures on this? Where will I have advanced lectures? Where will you like that? Does that take away some stress of you? I have been delivering basic and advanced everywhere. No? Have I failed in that or have I delivered everywhere? Do you trust me for that? I think we are in our 45th, 46th lecture. Whole of physical geography, wherever I said this is basic, this is advanced, have I delivered? Will I deliver again? I will deliver. Why do I do basic and this thing? Because my students, for them it is new. It's absolutely new. If I just finish the syllabus, that's, mechanically doing my job. True or not? I don't want to live a mechanical life. I don't want to be a mechanical teacher, mechanical father, mechanical son, mechanical husband. No. I want to live it with all passion and all happiness. True or not? So I believe that once I know these words, areal differentiation, regional synthesis, everything I know that, फिर उसके बाद इस पे काम करेंगे. So time किसके पास है? यार आप जाके देख लो कोई भी class. It will take some time, no? True or not? Your height has increased. So when were you stretched like this? एक ही दिन में हो गए? Did your height increase like this? No? Are you happy? It took its time. Some of you did not increase too much. वो बीच में अटक गए. You're sad about it. Yes. अभी क्या कर रहे हो उसके लिए? दवाई खा रहे हो? या platforms पे रहे हो? Who knows? True. So be patient with that. And again saying, if you want to get into good answers, you will have to memorize also, get those fragments, things will happen. So Richard Hartshorne is the person who's doing this. Hartshorne. अब देखो ये आपके दिमाग में आ चुका है this person, Richard Hartshorne. And his famous definition, you must remember that. Accurate, orderly, rational. Accurate, orderly, rational. Yes, AOR, Atlantic Ocean region. What was it? Description and analysis. Yeah, description and interpretation of what? Variable character of Earth. Earth is varying. उसका accurate, objective and rational. And whenever someone asks you, इसको expand कर दो. Any question coming into areal differentiation, will it involve this regional synthesis? Will it involve this or not? First make the regions and then go for accurate, or orderly and rational. Many things. Smart people do that. Variable character. Earth is variable. That is why we need to divide it into regions, and that is called regionalization. So I'll tell you techniques of regionalization. Do you know that we have a topic? We have a topic called regional planning. So I am supposed to teach you that. So don't worry. ऐसा नहीं है कि यार teacher is teaching जितना मिल रहा है निकाल लो. अरे trust me, no. For me, you are not just a student. For me, you are a practitioner of what I teach. Be it geography, be it non-geography. You will be taking it to your life. So then I need to be responsible about it. I cannot be frivolous about it. Yes, sir? What I'm saying, so समझ के क्या? Whatever I'm saying, I've thought of it. These are important things. We must have that. A person comes and challenges him. Fred Schaefer. He's an economist, not a geographer. Comes and challenges him. Says, no. You are not letting geography earn the status of a pure science. And for pure science, what we should have? We should have theories, our own laws. We must go for systematic. You are going for special. Dichotomy comes. Suppose we get a question on dualism and dichotomy of special versus systematic. I think the first thing which I will write is, it started with variness, yes, and its manifestation can be seen in the famous Hartshorne-Schaefer debate. देखो तीन नाम आ गए, 3 names, variness, Hartshorne-Schaefer debate. 3 names are enough to make the answer credible. 3 people have been talked of, that's it, the job is done. So people tell me, sir, how will I remember so many thinkers and all that? 3 people are enough. Rest is all my arguments. One from their quotation also. I am sure if the question is on special and systematic geography, I will definitely make that table. Regional and systematic, 2 approaches. Yes or no? Will I say this is the methodological dualism? This is a methodological dualism in geography. Get that? And in the end, what will I say? Though Varenius is considered the fathers of dualism and dichotomies, but it would be wrong to say that special and systematic geography are dichotomous. They are not anti to each other. In fact, they support each other. Special geography knowledge, regional geography knowledge helps in creating systematic laws. And those laws can be applied to newer regions. True or not? So they are compatible. अब इतनी सी बात में, have I given you enough substance for 100 words? 100 words तो बन गया. If you get a question on dualism and dichotomy of special and systematic, 100 words is with you. 3 names are there, 3 thinkers are there. This is what we are talking about, special, systematic. We can give examples also. if my student at any given day can write 100 words, that's good. Foundation may you know how to write 100 words, and when I go into advanced one, perfectly you'll get more things in that. Everyone okay? Okay, Hartz and Schaefer done. Okay. So the debate is there, and we see Schaefer wins. Just like Macron won in France, Schaefer wins, and he finds supporters like William Bunch. They said geography must change. Geography is long on facts. So can I say internally, internal environment, tick mark, ready for change? Is everyone okay? External environment, everyone is talking of science. Everyone is talking of science. They're looking at, your laws and theories. You don't have it. So universities of Harvard and Princeton drop you. External environment also ready for change or not? Both of them ready or not? Anomalies. Can we see anomalies are there? And anomalies lead to a revolution. True. Now comes the question, what does the academic world has to do? Because this is not anything, this is academic. So what was the academic environment around at this time? So during this time, a new philosophy or of existing philosophy of positivism gained prominence. New word has come to all of you, positivism. New word. Everyone, are you going to give me this? Internal environment is right to change and external environment is also right to change. Is everyone okay? Inside there is a push for change. Outside there is a pull for change. 2 points tick mark. Third point is academic environment. Academic environment sees the dominance of positivism. What is positivism? Any guesses? What is positivism? Quickly, everyone. Any guesses? What is positivism? Accept the situation. Very good. Positivism is accept the situation. Can I say, could we accept the situation positively, optimistically? Yes or no? Being positive, optimistic, positive thinking of the situation. Yes. So can I say Sab Changasi? Sab Changasi is positivism? Yes or no? Sab Changasi. Having positive view of everything. I will clear. So I have one answer to this, what you said. Positivism has got nothing to do with this. Hear that? Positivism is a philosophy. It is opposite of idealism. Get that? Positivism says only those phenomena that can be positively verified are worth studying by science. Positivism. Tangible things only. उनके लॉस भी बन सकते हैं. Is everyone okay? Something that can be positively verified. Can I verify the volume of water in this glass? Everyone? Can I verify the volume of water in this glass? True. Can I verify the mass of water in this glass? True. Can I verify the temperature of water in this glass? True. Everyone? Can I verify the impurities of water in this glass? Please study it. Pass. Yes. How much thirst will it quench? Can this be measured? What is my liking for water? Can it be matched? Can it be measured? No. Science should not study this. Science should not study this. You have friends. Get that? Can I measure their number? Yes. Can I measure their age? Can I find their age? Verifiable, positively verifiable. Can I measure their academic qualification? Can I measure? Can I measure the depth of your friendship? Can I measure the trust you have? Can I measure the love you have for your friend? The feelings you have for your friend? Science should stick only to measurable things. It's called positivism. I hope you understand it is nothing to do with Sab Changasi. Positivism is objective study. It is based on empiricism, that you can measure it empirically, you can observe and measure it. It is about, after doing this, make laws after observation. Positivism is a tool to systematic study. Is everyone okay? Systematically study. I want to tell you, your idea about UPSC, is it same as my idea? Reality lies in mind. That is ideas. Reality lies in mind. Mind has ideas. Idealism is about studying the uniqueness, not generalizations. It is studying about the non-tangible things. Non-tangible. Tangible क्या होता है बच्चों? Tangible is measurable. Measurable, you can touch and feel. Touch and feel. That is tangible. So your father slapped you. The sound is tangible. Sound is tangible. The force can be measured on your cheek. Tangible. But the emotions it generated, non-tangible. True or not? Emotions it generated is non-tangible. True? So one is your father slapped you for the first time in your life. You were shattered. You were shattered that why did this happen? My father had to take this action. Yes or no? And second is your father slapped you and you were like this and look at him straight in the eyes. Is this the best you have? Bas itna. Different mood. Yes or no? एकदम Rambo type. थप्पड़ खा के उठ गया. बस. And someone might go to a step beyond. मेरी बारी कब है? When do I get a chance? Idealism. So क्या बात कर रहे हो? Idealism. Reality lies in the mind. Anything is possible. Yes or no? Anything is possible. True? Is everyone okay? Positivism, idealism. So, academic world voted for A and decided to reject B. They decided to reject all non or subjective questions. कोई भी subjective questions को छोड़ दो, सिर्फ objective को ध्यान दो. True. Now, areal differentiation or regional studies is about uniqueness. Yes or no? Positivism is about make laws, observe things, only observable things. Academic world is being influenced by what now? Positivism. Positivism or idealism? Positivism. So is the academic world also ready for geography to change? Tick mark. Everyone, did we understand? 3 tick marks. Everyone is ready, change must happen. Everyone is ready, change must happen. So will geography resist or take the change now? Change ले लेगा ना? Quantitative revolution in geography, the past, the present, the future. Past समझ में आ गया, quantitative revolution का past. If we know this, job done. 3 things are there: internal environment, external environment, academic environment. For a revolution to happen, remember, anomalies have to be identified, and then a force has to come which will change it. Change कर दो काम बन जाएगा. Will you remember this? Internal, external, academic. So if you get a question on evolution of quantitative revolution, do you have 3 headings with you and explain them? काम बन जाएगा. No issues at all. Possible. Positivism versus idealism. Who wins? Positivism. True. Is positivism enough? Is positivism enough? How much money your father and mother give to you, is it enough? Or do you need something more than that from them? You need love, you need care, you need appreciation. Yes or no? You need them to stand by you. True. In your good and bad. We need all those things. Yes or no? But वो तो idealism में आता है. Indian families aren't they very positivistic? Depends on the result. Show me the result. वो तो ठीक है, ऐसी तैयारी करो. Show me the result. Show me the result. कितना दिखाएगा भैया? Yes or no? So you are born. Every child seeks appreciation. See, when we are born, who's our world? Who's our world? Our parents are our world, no? Our family is our world. So they say, okay, do A, then you are a good son or daughter. You do A. They say, no, show me B. Then you show B. Then they say, go C. You go C and you run short of it. They tell you, come on, I'm disappointed, failure. Yes or no? Prove me, show me the results. So you show it. Then they go D. Show me the result. You show the result. Then they go E. Show me the result. You show the result. Yes or no? You reach E. Can you see A, B, C, D? The force with which you are producing result, is it reducing or not? because not everything is as per your will. True or not? Moment you achieve it, you know, when I achieve E, the F is already there. True? And is it only parents? Parents or society? True or not? And there is a world away from this stair. तुम लगे उसी गेम में. True or not? Not only you, everyone. I also. One day I realized that this stair is a stupid thing. I left the stair. And the whole world started staring at me. You left this stair. What are you doing? Nonsense. True? Yes or no? I said, मेरी सीढ़ी मैं बनाऊंगा यार, my life. True or not? My life. I would make it. Yes or no? Or should anyone else make it? And how long am I going to, just keep running from stair to stair, stair to stair, stairs to stair? बहुत दिक्कत है. So many of you are running on the stairs or not? Not only running on the stairs, you are also told to run fast. There are time targets. Are there time targets or not? So geography is also running with time targets. चल दें क्या करें? Yes? How many of you are running like this? How many of you are facing these time targets? Facing or not? So let me read something for you. Yesterday's message. Good evening, sir. I am XYZ from your class. I personally feel you are the best mentor. I really wanted your guidance on my further preparation. Sir, this is my last year of graduation. Sir, this is my last year of graduation. And I have given the exam. Sir, I should take this year gap for my preparation, or should I fill the form of DU and pursue B.Ed? Or you can help to do other course. Hear that? As I have seen that the backup is really important in this exam, as because of higher competition level. I don't want to give up any stage or year in losing it. So I have a fear that I take a gap of 1 year and will not be able to clear prelims. My 1 year is going to be wasted. So kindly guide me. Sir, there should be no gap. कहाँ से आया ये idea? Where did this idea come from? Sir, I need a backup. Where did this idea come from? Fear. Fear of what? Failure. No, not failure. Rebuke. By whom? The caregivers, the family, the society. Hey, हुआ ही नहीं. True or not? No gap. क्या बताएं यार? Gap नहीं होना चाहिए. 1 year. COVID happened. People lost so many things. And they're standing up, coming to the next level. Gap नहीं होना चाहिए. It's like that straight. Do you know what is the easiest time of your life? Nursery, KG, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7th, 10th, 12th, easiest. Everything will go in stages. After that, welcome to life. After that, welcome to life. I don't want to have a gap. What if there is a gap? What if there is a gap? Saurabh Pandey clears his +2, gets admission in one prestigious institute, BITS Pilani, one of the toppers there. Yes, starts appearing for UPSC. 1 year fails, 2nd year fails, 3rd year fails, 4th year fails, 5th year 5 attempts. Sometimes does PT, then give mains, multiple mains. पहले 2 बार तो PT फंसा हुआ था, फिर mains में लग गया. 6th attempt, all India rank 66. 666. इसका वास्तु सही चला नहीं? I think 66 है, 66 or 62. I don't know. Years wasted. True or not? Years wasted. Years wasted or invested. I don't know. True. Up to you. वो एक साल जो आप सोच रहे हो मुझे बचाना नहीं है, मैं ये भी कर लूं, वो भी कर लूं, चारों चीज कर लीजिए. You do so many things. You keep on doing so many things. Am I against backup? No, I'm not against backup. You can keep backup. But what has happened is fresh graduate हो, एग्जाम दे रहे हो, एक साल अगर रुक गए, कोई दिक्कत है ये बता दो मुझे. But why am I asking you people? You are in the same boat. So I am telling you, my life experience is nothing happens. Nothing happens. एक बार दिल से करके तो देखो. Yes, again, like my mind says, okay, tell them. So I learned that, कौन कहता है आसमां में सुराग नहीं होता? कौन कहता है आसमां में सुराग नहीं होता? एक बार तबीयत से पत्थर तो उछालो यारो. Yes, who says there is no hole in the sky? Once with full might, at least throw a stone at the sky. तो यहाँ पे हालत इतनी टाइट है, थर्ड ईयर में, appearing for final year, preparing for UPSC, I don't want to lose 1 year. Who is this person telling us if you lose 1 year you are a loser? Who is this person? And I want to ask you, what is the level of education that we are getting? Except for a degree, what you are getting? अभी इन्होंने अपनी ग्रेजुएशन की होगी ना, अभी फाइनल ईयर में, दैट मींस कॉलेज भी नहीं देखा है, hasn't even seen the college. ये तो सब उसमें चला गया लॉकडाउन में. Did I tell you a story of that student? 10th class के बाद his father did not even allow him to go to a college. तो बोले सर बेस्ट ईयर नहीं करना है. देखो भाई, I have a lot of experience with so many people having failures. Why? Because of multiple things. राह पकड़कर एक चला चल पा जाएगा मधुशाला. Why do we keep so many things? Because we were told, show me the result, show me the result, show me the result. So what I'm doing is, if I fail in this, at least I will have something to show. मैं तो सीढ़ी ही छोड़ दिया भाई, मैं तो सीढ़ी ही छोड़ दिया. I realize a stupid game है, true or not? Every day I make you sit down and play Ludo with me. And I say, see, you can win, you can win, you can win. अरे मेरे को लूडो खेलनी नहीं. This is not what I wanted to do in this. So this is the Ludo which your society and your family has engaged you into. Do this, then next, then next, then next. There are so many challenges which are about to come. Are you a good friend? Are you a good human being? Are you understanding the world around you, people around you? Do you understand the nature around you? Do you know how to nurture relations? No, sir, it curriculum ही नहीं था. This was not in the curriculum. You are going to have a very difficult life if this was not in your curriculum, because this is life's curriculum. Nobody attends this school. True. And then what happens? Then you're married, and then you see, oh my God, this partner, life partner तो criminal है. He doesn't have this, she doesn't have this, and then you start beating each other. Yes or no? And you say, oh my God, life is so difficult. Mama, Papa were like so good, school was so good. सीढ़ी छोड़ो, 1-2 साल से कुछ नहीं होता है. Life is too long for 1 year. But yes, if that 1 year is well invested, you will do that. And person who's written to me, if you are listening to my video, I have not revealed your name. So whosoever you are, life का 1 साल तो दे दो यार. ठीक है? कुछ देर तो गुजारो गुजरात में. मोदी जी बुला रहे थे जब मोदी जी थे चीफ मिनिस्टर. अब तो मोदी जी इंडिया में उनका मेक इन इंडिया. कुछ देर तो गुजारो हिंदुस्तान की फैक्ट्री में. तो ऐसे आंसर लिखते हैं. People who don't know about writing answers. What is happening in areal differentiation? Locational theories, systems approach, time geography नहीं है. Areal differentiation में नहीं, QR में. QR के application. Contemporary QR with the help of humanistic geography. ये सारी चीज आपको लिखना सिखाना है. How will I teach people who are in a hurry? In foundation, I've always maintained foundation classes are to give you the grounding. The seed is having a doubt whether the plant will sprout out of me or not. And I'm saying I'm not having a doubt. The plant will definitely sprout out of you. So everyone, नए शब्द आ गए आपके लिए. Change in perspective in geography works from regional, ideographic. Study of unique is called ideographic, coming from idealism. Is everyone okay? Study of general is called nomothetic, coming from positivism. Is everyone okay? New words have come to you. Ideographic versus nomothetic. Can you tell me any dichotomy which looks like ideographic versus nomothetic? Any dichotomy which you think will look like ideographic versus nomothetic quickly? Ideographic versus nomothetic. जल्दी से बताओ. Systematic versus special. Very good, Purvi. Simple. Determinism possible. नहीं इसलिए कहता हूँ भाई, समझ ही नहीं रहे हो. This got nothing to do with एक यूनिक पढ़ा है, अभी तो बताया स्पेशल. नहीं इसलिए कहता हूँ, प्लीज रीड थिंग्स. आपके क्वेश्चन से मुझे पता चलता है कि आपको कुछ समझ नहीं आया. If somebody could see determinism and possibilism in this is a very sad state of affairs. Study of unique, special geography, regional geography. Study of generalizations, laws, systematic geography. Objective empiricism makes laws. Study of unique. अभी बताया था. बताने के बाद पूछ रहा हूँ. आइडियलिज्म, रीजनल आइडिया. ठीक है. मजा क्या आता है क्लास में? सर मजा बहुत आ रहा है. मजा तो आपने बहुत से एजुकेटर्स की क्लास में लिया है. द सैड पार्ट इज यू आर गोइंग फॉर मजा ओनली एंड देन यू डोंट वांट टू मिस अ ईयर आल्सो. तो मजा मत लो भाई. एरियल डिफरेंशिएशन यहां भी बताया था, स्पेशल बताया था. शेफर कॉल्ड फॉर सिस्टमैटिक. डिड आई से कोरोलॉजिकल एरियल डिफरेंशिएशन इज क्रिटिसाइज्ड बाय दिस थिंग. सो स्पेशल सिस्टमैटिक उधर भी बताया. आर वी अंडरस्टैंडिंग और नॉट? फिर क्या हो जाता है? देन वी स्टार्ट ब्रिंगिंग द लेवल ऑफ द टीचर डाउन नाउ by telling us that this is determinism and possibilism. So everyone, do we understand? Very simple thing here. Nomothetic, new word has come. Nomothetic is to seeking. Nomothetic means law seeking. Anything that makes laws. Laws are general rules. And what is ideographic? Study of uniqueness of a region. Uniqueness of a region. This is The philosophy is idealism based on, this is based on what? Positivism. Something which is based on positivism. Something which is based on positivism. Can I say in English? It has a strong positivistic underpinning. Chalega? English phrase. Something which is based on positivism is called positivistic underpinning. Something which is based on idealism will have idealistic underpinning. Right now, what you are, you have a lot of PDF coaching notes underpinning. समझ में आ गया? Tendency is underpinning. Quantitative revolution has strong positivistic underpinning. Is everyone okay? What happened during this time? Advanced use of mathematics and statistical techniques to create what? Laws. Many of the geographers in the era of quantitative method did not necessarily talking about philosophical underpinnings. Remember, philosophy ko kya kiya? Bye bye. Why? Because philosophy is what? Is very subjective. They are not interested in philosophical debates. Do we get that? Because for philosophical debates, I cannot make laws. I can make laws for things which are measurable. Is everyone okay with this? Can I move further? Quantitative revolution. What did it do? What simple 8 slide will tell you everything about quantitative revolution. What? It was a radical transformation in the spirit and purpose of geography. When did it happen? Mid-50s, early 60s. The shift of the focus during mid-50s and early 60s, major change, and it was called a revolution. Why did it happen? Why did it happen? Because geography wanted to science of spatial analysis. Geography wanted to be a science, to become a science. Spatial analysis of Earth. We need to commit to theories. We need to have theories, and we also need to have new methods. Remember, science has its theory as well as methods. So हमें अपने method and output को, goal and the mechanism had to change, and this is what has happened. Is everyone with me on this? Easy to understand or difficult? सब हो गया quantitative revolution आपके लिए? To make geographical studies more precise and accurate, will they become more precise and accurate if we have a law? Yes or no? Could be most effectively accomplished by greater use of number of quantitative methods. Accurate study depends on quantification. Everyone, what is quantification? What is quantification? What is quantification? What is quantification? Assigning a quantitative value. Quantitative value. Do we get that? So everyone, your parents love you. Get that? Your parents love you. You cleared the examination. Some examination, civil services examination. Yes or no? You cleared the civil services examination. They are very happy. They are elated. Yes. And all these years you were requesting them for a bike. एक bike दिलवाने के लिए आप कह रहे थे. Or for a laptop. Yes. And they present you that also. True. What they have done? A quantitative value for their appreciation. Yes or no? One can be clapping. One can be I'm happy. Others I'm happy also. And remember, you've been talking about this bike. Gift from your parents. Quantitative value. If that is not there, everything is qualitative. Everything is qualitative. Do you understand? So now geography wants to have such tools which can mathematically tell us, is development really happening? So remember, can I say GDP? GDP is a measure of the economic production in an economy. Can I say GDP is a quantitative variable? Yes or no? Quantitative variable. So India is growing. I know India is growing. But at what pace? GDP. Yes. I think 2 दिन पहले IIP आया. Indian क्या core sectors का IIP has come. Industrial output. Yes or no? And I think it has come to 4.1. It was 6 last time. अगर आप पढ़ रहे हैं तो. सर ये सब तो मैं पढ़ता ही नहीं. Only coaching teacher tells me. अरे हिंदू तो पढ़ते हो. मैं पढ़ लेता हूँ यार. I'm a geography teacher, but I know that in the core sector area, the 8 core industries that India has, in the core sectors that India has, our previous data was 6%. It has come down marginally, and then it has become 4.1%. However, cement sector has done very well. Circuit line. One line, I know what is happening in my country. Core 8 sectors have been shrinking. I was reading somewhere, like I think RBI ने कहा है, किसने कहा है, that it will take around 13 years for us to revive our economy post-COVID. I may be wrong. ये मैंने newspaper में नहीं पढ़ा. I read it somewhere. I have this habit of, like picking up things from where. So this source is not a very credible one, but I did read that somewhere. Do we get that? Why? Because that interests me. I want to be aware. That's my subject. Yes or no? I have to teach you industrial geography. तो मुझे पता तो होना चाहिए India की industrial sector is shrinking. True. And I should also be able to give you a reasoned argument for that. That there is a reason behind this. How will this happen? So how did this happen? Quantitative models were created based on mathematics and statistical procedures. Is everyone understanding what is quantitative revolution? Okay. Break ले ले. Time for a break. What is the time? 13 हो गया. Okay. Let's take a small break. So quantitative revolution we've understood. Now it is coming to an end. उसके बाद चलते हैं. We'll get after the break. Just waiting for everyone to settle. So where has geography come? Geography has realized that we are having a lot of facts, a lot of description, and we need to have our own laws and theories, and we will make them quantitative laws. We will ignore what? We will ignore which questions? The ideographic ones, the philosophical questions. We'll keep the philosophical issues aside, the subjective issues aside. I hope you understand the difference between subjective and objective. Objective in Hindi we call it Vastunishth, something which has a fixed answer. 2 + 2 is always 4. That is objective. Subjective is your opinion about civil services, will change from person to person. That is subjective. Geography wants to be objective, so all the philosophical questions have been dropped. We will not talk about. Everyone okay? So Dushan says the cyclone is coming in West Bengal. So this is pre-monsoon. This is summers. So heating will happen in northern Bay of Bengal. So we do expect, but let us see. More heat is to come. This time the heat has come in April itself. So I don't know. So Dushan, क्या नाम है cyclone का? कुछ नाम आया कि नहीं आया? What is the name of the cyclone that is developing over there? So geography students should know what is the name if a cyclone is developing. अभी तो मीडिया बताया नहीं, तो बेटा मीडिया क्यों देखोगे दुष्यंत? वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ, इतना पढ़ने के बाद भी ज्योग्राफी स्टूडेंट या तो क्लास में मत बताओ. Don't tell me in the class. Yes, if you heard it from some baba, don't tell me in the class. If you have heard it, then as a geography student you should find out where is the cyclone, what is the name, and the nomenclature is coming from some country also. So वो भी देखना चाहिए. दुष्यंत बोल रहे हैं वो लिस्ट याद नहीं. I'm not talking of any list. Who has to memorize the list? So Kankan, you don't even know what you're talking about. ठीक है? All you have to do is the cyclone developing. किसी भी MET site पे जाएंगे, 2 sites only. India Meteorological Department, that is run by the government, and SkyMet, that is run by the leading private sector, private forecaster is SkyMet. ये लिस्ट में क्या है मुझे पता नहीं, वो बता देंगे आपको. ठीक है? So the more you answer Kankan, the more I get that. देखो शिवम ने ऐसे नेट में डाला और उसमें आ गया नाम आसानी. इतना सा करना. सर मीडिया ने भी बताया. This is what my democracy is. This is what my student is. कुछ बोल दो यार. मीडिया ने बताया नहीं. मीडिया ने नहीं बताया. इमेजिन मीडिया ने नहीं बताया. अभी मीडिया तो बता रही, जो भी बता रही. State of affairs. Anyways, that's what I say, no? IAS. Objectively speaking, it's an exam. Okay, that? Subjectively speaking, it is mother of all exams. We must have backups. Coaching notes are enough. I don't think I am good enough, but parents are forcing. See, objectively there is one and only one meaning. Subjectively, many meanings. I taught you what is cyclone, but here suddenly I don't know why Kankan has to write, sir, West Bengal mein cyclone aa raha hai. I'm serious about it. I said, good, you're aware. Tell me what's the name, what is going. अरे ये तो मीडिया बन रहा था. यहाँ पे किसे impress करा Kankan? Who was impressed by this? Depressed हो गया यार public. Next time don't try to impress. With this. जो चल नहीं रहा क्लास में एक random चीज मार रहा है, random मार भी रहा है तो अच्छी बात है. I took it in a very positive spirit. So our boy will tell us something. क्या बताएं यार? कैसे no? No, you are not careless about this cyclone. No, Kankan, it is nothing to do with cyclone. Just हवाबाजी चल रही थी. Online, I know there is so much of this. है ना? वो Telegram पे आता है ना, guys, if you need my help, you can come. I don't need that. ठीक है? Geography was doing this, describing ideographically. Geography went on to now become nomothetic by giving laws. Civil services is an exam. To clear this, you need to do this, do this, and job will happen. Yes or no? That is what quantitative revolution is. Is everyone okay? Everywhere I can see quantitative revolution versus areal differentiation. You give me anything, I can tell you. Because I have clarity, I can do that. No, मैं बीच में से सेंसेशन नहीं मानू. Yes, ट्रेन से सुना है तो जाग दो साइक्लोन आ रहा है पश्चिम बंगाल में. सर मेरे यहाँ पे साइक्लोन आ रहा है सर. हाँ ठीक है. You don't know what cyclone is. What is happening? तुम तो हवाबाजी कर रहे हो. So अब ये बताओ कि ये कैसे किया जाए? How to objectively convert exam into steps? So geography. How did geography get quantified? Well, geography made models, geography made laws, geography made theories about industrial location. They said we can precisely tell you the least cost location of an industry. Now tell me, is an industrialist interested in this or not? Least cost location. Yes. Have you heard of this Make My Trip? Least aircraft flight fare. Yes or no? Least आता है. होटल वाला कौन सा आता है? कौन सा है? ट्रिवागो. ट्रिवागो वाला आता है ना? ट्रिवागो. इससे सस्ता कहीं नहीं. Yes. सबसे सस्ते बिग बाजार. इससे सस्ता कहीं नहीं. Least cost location. They say compare. Come on our website, please compare. Maximum profit location. We have mathematical parameters to tell you that. Make sense? Good. Yes or no? Agricultural land use. Land use models. What are agricultural land use models? This is your farm. This is your farm. This part you go for cropping. This part you go for animal rearing. And this part you keep fallow for natural regeneration. If I can precisely tell you your farm, will you be happy or not? Yes. How does migration happens? Migration laws. When do people decide to migrate? To what extent will they migrate? Who will go short distances? Who will go long distances? Make sense? Urban landscape planning and settlement hierarchy. If I have an urban area, how should I plan it? How many, or if I have a country, how many big cities should be there? How many small cities should be there? How many villages should be there? Remember hierarchy, they have different orders, different goods and services. Make sense? So even spread of innovation. How does innovation information spread? आपने सुना है क्या था ये? I don't remember that software. जिसमें ये था they were looking at the voter behavior. Yes, for winning elections. कौन था ये? All political parties were taking their services. कुछ ऐसा था ना? Environmentica नहीं था. क्या नाम था? Some Metica. Yes, spread of innovation, spread of epidemics, diseases. Yes, Analytica था something. Oxford Analytica or something like that. I don't remember. Spread of innovation, spread of epidemics, disaster management models. Make sense? Disaster management models. Yes. Locational analysis. Transport models. Now, some of you might want to write this. You may write this because later on I'm going to talk about a lot of them. Tell me one thing, everyone. Look at the nature of geography. Look at the nature of geography before this and this. Is it totally different? Capes and Bay geography. Remember Capes and Bay geography. Cosmography. Descriptive writing, describing whatever you know, and this one. Which one really sounds scientific? Does geography sound scientific or not? Does geography have uses or not? True or not? So if I had given that exam में civil services exam say emotion हटाओ, remove emotion. Remove emotions. Remove emotions from civil services examination and go for that. Cambridge Analytica. Okay. 100-day plan. ऐसा मैंने बताया था पिछला मतलब some people who did my previous batch. Remove emotions and go for a 100-day plan. कर देंगे. मेरा चैलेंजर ग्रुप कर रहा है अपना 100-day plan. बाकी लोग ने भी बहुत लोगों ने किया वो. Yes, we used to have a mission batch. We used to work with them. 100-day plan. So there are targets, quantitative targets. Remove emotions. वो करो, हो जाए. More useful or not? Is geography more useful? Was quantification badly needed? Or not? True. So geography has happened, and every geographer is busy with this only, making models, laws and models, agriculture का model, transport का model, industry का model, just जहाँ मौका मिले, settlement model, agriculture model, everywhere. And who's taking lead? Universities of USA, UK, Sweden. ये universities हैं. कई professors हैं, सबके नाम बताऊंगा बाद में. Later on we'll talk about that. They took the lead. And 50s to 60s पूरा का पूरा इसी में चला गया हमारा. 50s and 60s geography started making model. Is everyone okay? Is everyone okay? True. Did geography need this? Yes, and geography has done this. Was there a demand by three people? Three tick marks. What were the 3 tick marks? Internal, external, and academic. And did it give good results? It did give good results. Okay. But geographers decided to drop this. What? 1970s, geography experienced something called as the critical revolution. Picture में अभी twist बाकी. You thought and geography lived happily ever after. No, geography rejected this. Geography had to reject this. Geography had to reject this. Why? Can anyone think? Look at this, and whatever I've told you, quantification is to be rejected, is to be denied. Quantification, quantitative revolution, which had spread. Now, they said that we are burning our fingers, burning our own fingers. एक और है burning finger वाला तो नहीं. Yes, we नहीं. Our paradigm has run its course. It is ripe enough to overthrow. So what is perspective, sir? Everything first we make it and then we throw it. That is what is the beauty of this. Theses, antitheses, new synthesis. Yes or no? Paradigm, anomalies, revolution, new paradigm or paradigm change. Our paradigm has run its course. It's ripe enough to overthrow. Who said this? Harvey said this. देखो एक statement है, काम बन गया. One statement is enough. What did he do that? He did that for quantitative revolution. Quantitative revolution के दिन लग गए. Some people called it as a civil war. Civil war चल रहा है geography में. कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. So every government think they are the best and no one else will come. हर सरकार के दिन आते हैं भाई. अच्छे भी आते हैं, बुरे भी आते हैं. True or not? So what do you think? As a beginner, as a layman who's being introduced to quantitative revolution and geographical paradigms, what do you think would have been the reason to get rid of it? Everyone? क्या reason होगा? जल्दी से बता सकते हो? Some guesses, everyone. Some guesses why QR was overthrown. Okay, Purvi says can't make laws for everything. Perfect. So more practical. Sorry, more practical is not a criticism. That's a good thing. Get that? So law is not easy to understand. Come on, Priyanshu. Law क्या है? You drop anything, it will fall towards the earth. Laws are simple, no? Where do you set up your industry? Either set up करिए. That's all. What else? Stagnant कुछ भी. So everyone, it was based on positivism. True. It was based on quest was to be a science. Yes, but it rejected idealism. With idealism, what did it reject? Human emotions, human values. Yes or no? Now you are saying human decisions are based on this. Human decisions are based on quantitative variables. You measure the cost and benefit. So who is a human being? Man is a profit maximizer. Man is a profit maximizer or not? Every man is rational. Every man is economic. Economic means wants maximum profit. Yes, every man is rational, economic decision maker. He thinks about the profit and loss, and then he goes into a situation where there is 100% profit. Decision is that. Do you agree? Human decisions are only on quantitative variable. Your decisions are on both the things. In fact, I would say this is more of a driver. True or not? So every year we run the mission. I see many people moving out of the mission. Why? Exam, remove emotions, 100-day plan. You're not a machine. We are not a machine. We have our emotions. This is what machines do. Moment you ask electricity, the answer comes what? Net metering. Machine. As a human being, I said, aren't you applying your mind? Apply your mind, your presence of mind. True or not? Yes. So I decided, just to give you an example, everyone, please pay attention. Just to give you an example. So I decided to drive into the mountains. So my son was with me, and he was feeling a little bit of motion sickness when I was driving. So I didn't want him to feel that, but then वो तो हो जाता है. आपने देखा पहाड़ों पे जब जाते हैं when we climb up the mountains, थोड़ा सा motion sickness होता है, सब dizzy and all that. So to help him, I decided to engage him. And I told him, first of all, don't sit. पीछे मत बैठो. Sit with me. I'm driving. You sit next to me. Okay. And you are my guide. So keep an eye on the road. So you tell me how to, because there are so many traffic coming and we are on the edge and everything. So he was excited. And remember, people who have some experience of driving and riding, the rider and driver are actually more focused, so they will not have motion sickness. Piche baithe log, motion sickness is normal. So I decided to give him a task. And since we did not know much, so I just told him, you told me when do I have to go to left or right. I am driving, but I just wanted to engage him. And then we had our navigator also on. So the navigator said, turn right, turn right. So I told my son, look, what this foolish woman is telling us to do, turn right. There is no road, there is a valley in that. So it was a joke for both of us that she doesn't know, father, I know better than the Google thing. True or not? Turn right, there is no road over there, there is valley. Who is telling me this? Quantitative model. What is Google Map? Quantification. Yes or no? Google Map is quantification. Does Google Map take you to places where you come to a dead end? Yes or no? So I was driving in Kerala. I hired a car and I was driving in Kerala. I said Google Map is there. Google Map took me to a place. Everything was fine. But the problem was a car cannot pass through that road. Only a bike can. Models don't apply. Models don't know what my requirement is. True or not? I just give you an example, real example of quantitative revolution, which even exists. It is considered as an example of quantitative revolution in 2022 is GIS. So has QR been thrown out of geography? No, no, it is very much there. Cyclone prediction is quantitative revolution. Disaster management is quantitative revolution. GPS is still quantitative revolution. So quantitative revolution has its role, no doubt about that. But can it go wrong, everyone? Yes or no? True. Now you go to a testing lab. A testing lab will give you a blood sample, blood test. Do you need a doctor to interpret or not? Yes or no? A computer can interpret you. एक बात बताओ, the doctors, experienced doctors, just looking at your pulse can also tell you, because they have observed the pulse of at least 1 lakh people and they know what is the pulse of this person with this fever. Yes or no? They can even tell a woman that I think you're pregnant with that pulse itself. Even if before she gets to know, though she will get to know eventually, she's the first person to get. But I'm saying a doctor can very well do that also. Human beings, true or not? Human beings, models से चीजें कैसे चल सकती? Idealism. Yes or no? That's one more thing, everyone. One, so you are saying that we are rational economic decision makers. I am saying no, human beings are emotional fools. We go by emotions, values, and this thing. True or not? Everyone, are you okay with this? One reason why positivism will not work. Another reason is we are not independent human beings. We have the control of institutions. Institutional or structural control. This is called structuralism. एक नया आ गया word. Structuralism. Our political, our socio-cultural, our economic structures, do they control us or not? The decision in a capitalistic society and the decision in a socialist or a communist society, will it be different or not? A decision of an urban family and the decision of a rural family, will it be different or not? Yes. Caste, religion, gender, race, decisions are different or not? Even age makes you take different decisions. Political environment, democratic environment, your decisions are different. Autocratic environment, your decisions are different. Everyone, we are decision makers, and you are saying we are all free decision makers. Everyone, tell me. When a student writes to me that I don't want a drop year, why are we saying I don't want a drop year? Because a drop year is considered bad in India. Yes or no? A drop year is considered bad in India. If you are simply a health worker, a compounder, or a nurse versus a doctor, who unfortunately enjoys more respect in India? Who commands more respect in India? The doctor. Even if he or she is not that qualified or not that sensitive. True or not? There are better caregivers as health workers than the doctor. हो सकता है कि नहीं हो सकता? True. That's what we are talking about. So we bow down to a teacher. We bow down to a teacher because the culture says that we may not have any respect for that person. True. We may bow down. And it comes culturally. In the speaking belt, I'm talking about Uttar Pradesh. Go towards, particularly towards eastern Uttar Pradesh. Moment you see a teacher or an elder, you'll have a tendency to bow down. Whether you have respect or not, but that's something that has gone inside you. The structure has done that. Yes or no? The structure has done that. Patriarchal society. You never say anything. You never say anything. बेटा सौरभ bow down का मतलब touching feet ही होता है. अंग्रेजी को हिंदी में बता रहा हूँ, कहीं कुछ और सोच रहे bow down. ऐसे डरा थोड़ी रहते. Touching feet ही होता, पैर छू रहे, पाई लागू. बोला and touching feet also. Bow down. ऐसे थोड़ी होता है कि आपने अपने पिताजी को देखा ऐसे किया. Bow down मतलब झुक के प्रणाम. ये देखो अंग्रेजी कमजोर तो कुछ मार देते हैं. Anyways, does the structure have a control or not? If the status of woman is low, will domestic violence happen? True. Will she get nutrition, health, education? No, she will not. But decision might say something else. True or not? लड़की तो पराया धन है कि नहीं है? पराया धन is a structure in our mind or not? Then hello, Mr. Quantitative Revolution. What nonsense are you talking about? We live in a world where our decisions are not our decisions. Tell me your decision to choose science, commerce, and humanities. Whose decision was it? Collective decision. In India, तो even political decisions, we are political families. Vote family डालती है. हम तो कांग्रेसी, हम तो भाजपाई हैं. Yes or no? True or not? It's not you. It is your family. We live in that society. I'm not criticizing that. I'm just criticizing quantitative revolution. Hello, where are you? In which world are you? Life is not 2 plus 2 4. True or not? For some people, failure is okay. For some people, because they failed, they will commit suicide. Yes or no? वो कल क्या था, मतलब पता नहीं, मैंने न्यूज़पेपर खोला and it says, I think it says, न्यूज़पेपर था इंटरनेट में शायद था, and he said I am sorry to his wife and he jumped from the 19th floor. बताओ, I am sorry और 19th floor से कूद गया, जान दे दी. इतना मतलब सॉरी जब बोल ही रहा है, I think easy would have been कान पकड़ के उठक बैठक. Wasn't it easy? Yes or no? कान पकड़ के कर लेगा. जब सॉरी बोल ही दिया तो कूदने की क्या जरूरत है? I was just wondering. I am sorry. बोले कई बार क्या होता है, she says I don't believe your sorries. Then the next step has to be there. So let us prove with it. Some of you have done what? I will prove myself. मैं IAS लिख दूंगा. पगला गया क्या? You can prove yourself with easier things. Yes. Don't do that. Yes or no? कंटेंट बोला मैं भी कूदने के लिए सॉरी. कंटेंट मैं तो आपके लॉजिक को तो मैं वैसे ही नहीं ले रहा हूँ, आप तो मजे मजे में लिख देते हो. इतना जिंदगी का पकड़ है नहीं अभी आपको. ठीक है. पॉलिटिकल सोशो कल्चरल, मैंने कहा ना मेरा भी तो कुछ आइडियलिज्म है ना, मैं भी तो अपना आइडिया लगाता हूँ आपके आंसर सुन के. आई एम नॉट गोइंग बाय द मॉडल्स, नो. And can anyone say that what would have happened to that person before he committed suicide? Can there be a model? Can there be a model? Absolutely no. So how can there be a model? And you're saying geography is lived ever, happily ever after. So geographers are tired of it now. Geographers क्या कह रहे हैं? उसको civil war कह रहे हैं. Our paradigm has run out. So can I say internal tick mark or not? Tick mark. We need a change. We are tired of it. External environment, what happened? Positivism was being questioned. And how good? What is the use of these models? What is the use of these models? Sir, there is a lot of use. They tell you where the industry will locate. They tell you the precise location, latitude and longitude. Sir, it is very important. Hello, they tell us, but we don't set up our industry over there. You go and buy a bike, and they say 60 kilometers per liter. You come back home and it is giving 40 kilometers per liter. Does it happen or not? Yes, you go and catch them that this is not happening. What will they say? Under standard conditions, at an average speed of 40 kilometers per hour on a smooth highway under test conditions. True or not? So they don't apply in real life. Now you are going with all those parameters, industrial location. Because of my grandfather did that, that is why I'm there. That's a baat everyone. Air India was loss making or not? Air India was loss making. Aviation sector itself, Jet Airways went down. Yes or no? Tata's ने क्यों खरीदा? टाटा का तो पुराना प्यार है ना. Tata's buy back Air India. Emotion होगा कि नहीं होगा? Will there be emotion or not? So when political parties play the religion card, are they playing the emotion or not? Can they be sure that they will win the election? No, they are just playing the card. Yes or no? So the sad part is festivals like Ram Navami turned violent. There is another festival coming tomorrow. Yes or no? Tomorrow नहीं. कब आ रहा है? Tuesday को, Monday को. ईद कब की है? What day is Eid? Eid is on Tuesday. 2nd of May, no? 3rd of May. Yes. So do the law enforcement needs to be careful or not? Can some people vitiate the environment or not? Who got nothing to do with the religion, neither Hindu nor Muslim. And will there be political pressures involved in this? Would you want to be a bureaucrat at this time? Very difficult. Kiski side le? If you go with the politician, you know people will die. You will always have the guilt. True or not? And if you stand for them, the politician will go for the kill. Catch 22, not easy. Yes or no? और यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा है? Decision तो easy है. You have all the variables. Stop. सीधा जाओ. You are a rational economic man. Do that. True or not? It's a very big challenge. The political environment in the world, because of economics, don't we agree that environment is threatened? Logically speaking, quantitatively speaking, IPCC has already told you to cut down the emissions. Yes or no? IPCC targets, Kyoto targets were quantitative targets. Did the world achieve them? Millennium Development Goals were quantitative targets. Did the world achieve them? No. Why? Because targets are not what humans are made for. Humans have emotions. True or not? Internally, most of the fundamental research in geography could not be law giving. So हर चीज का law नहीं बन सकता ना. All human variables cannot be made laws. So internally it was becoming dysfunctional. Dysfunctional is a word for anomaly. Yes or no? Externally what happened? Everyone, 1960s, 70s was witnessing some other very strange things happening. What were the strange things happening? Let me tell you. Number one is post World War II restructuring failed. So after World War II, the governments of the developed world, Europe and North America, they promised we will restructure whatever is lost. But people felt that has not happened. The benefits were not reaching everyone equally. Benefits were not reaching everyone equal. As a result, there was a lot of regional imbalances, societal inequalities. Yes, a lot of deprivation, deprived sections, no jobs and everything. In USA, particularly this time, students' movements went up. And this was the time when Vietnam War was happening. Heard of that Vietnam War? Where USA sided against the people. So they said, USA, you are a champion of democracy, and you are being a part of Vietnam War, and you are allowing chemicals to be thrown, Agent Orange, if you heard of that. True or not? So the students' movement grew up. This was the time, because of imbalances, the socialist parties gained significance. Socialist parties were becoming important. 1970s. Remember, this was the time when Stockholm Conference is going to happen. Rachel Carson. So everything, they felt that the governments are not doing anything. Governments are not doing anything. We must do something about it. So there's a powerful student union. There's a powerful socialist party that we must make things happen. And academic world cannot stay immune. So academic world was impacted by that. And they said, science or no science, this debate is useless. Whether you are a science or not a science, this debate is useless. Do you have any relevance to lives of people? If a subject has relevance to lives of people, then only you are worth studying. Remember geography, abhi tak kya koshish kar raha tha? What was geography trying to do? We were a non-science. We wanted to be a science. They said, if you are a science and not helping people, you are useless. No Newton, doesn't matter now. If you are a non-science and not able to help people, that's also there. So this one is called social relevance movement, and also called the critical revolution. That we criticize the existing one, critical of positivism and quantification. They said, like, go for bottom-up approach. Think local. People have problems. You are sitting in your air-conditioned offices. You are looking at that, whether to participate in the Vietnam War or not. Logon ke paas jao na. Do not plan for people. Do not plan for people. Please do not plan for people. Enough of that. Plan with people. Reach out and plan with people. Find what is their problem. Solve them. If you are able to do that, worthy of a discipline. So now geographer, जो बैठ के model बना रहा है, and models are dysfunctional. Models are not working. Don't apply. Why? Because terms and conditions apply. Thina? There were standard conditions only. They would apply only in standard conditions. True or not? So models are not working. You are making model only, and you're not even relevant. True. So do something. So what should the doctor do? Diagnose. Diagnose issues and solve. Okay. And you are talking about human decision making, no? Decision making. And in decision making, you removed emotions, values, all those subjectivity. You removed it. How is it possible? Decisions are based on subjective reality more. No matter what I teach you in the class, your mindset will decide what you will carry from the class or not. If I said something, your answer is wrong, and you are offended by that, you will not learn anything from me. अरे मेरा आंसर गलत कह दिया, इतने लोगों के सामने कह दिया, अरे you don't even know Polami, Sanchari, Rakhi, Ram, who are they? You don't even know, is the name the real name? True or not? Dwivedi is a name, Dwivedi is a surname, मुझे तो नाम भी नहीं पता. True or not? Everyone. And you are worried, ये मेरे बारे में क्या सोचेगा? Some of you are trying to impress them. कुछ नहीं मिलना. True. So हम लोग क्या करें? Without emotions we are doing that. Without emotions. But emotions drive us. सचिन सर ने आज मुझे डांट दिया. तो डांटोगे तो नहीं? अरे भाई आंसर गलत था, I just said आंसर गलत है, तुम क्या उसको पर्सनली लेके बैठे? If I said your answer is wrong, your answer is wrong. That's all. I just explained why it is wrong, and I explained it in my way. नहीं सर, सबके सामने मुझे बोली. कौन? Who are these? You don't even know their height, their weight, their शक्ल, their सूरत. You don't even know anything about them. क्या करोगे अपनी फेक इज्जत का? So we see the rise of a new discipline called psychology. चलिए क्या हो गया? नया discipline आ गया, psychology. What is this? Science of human behavior. So they promised we can include human subjectivity. We can predict it. We can include and predict mathematically. We said, what? You can do that? Oh yes, you can do that. Oh, we have models where which, we have assumed those human subjectivity to be constant. Why did you assume it constant? We can give you a solution. Really? New geography. What is it? QR plus psychology models. Is everyone okay? Did you understand? There was a gap. What was the gap? What was the gap? Subjectivity was not included. There's a person who comes, I'll include subjectivity. So you're preparing for the examination. You are worried. You are worried that current affairs is not prepared. Somebody comes and he says, I can give you the solution to current affairs. Are you happy or not? Yeah, my preparation is going. Thank you for the current affairs. Drop that. So they said, you are doing that. We will help you. We will geography. But they fooled them. Went to psychology, but you have to read psychology. And I'm very, very clear. No matter how logical I am in my explanation to you, how much you agree with me in the class, after 1 hour, everything changes back. You're all inspired. Homework karunga, ye karunga, wo karunga. Fir kya ho jata? Bye-bye. Nothing. So psychology has told me that humans can't be predicted. Yes or no? And they said कि हम तो आपके मॉडल को सही कर देंगे. तो behavioral geography ये भी मरेगा या नहीं मरेगा? एक दिन तो सभी को मरना. One day even this will die. But okay. ठीक है. Another set of people, they were like, no. QR made a mistake. QR left ideas behind. Human beings' uniqueness was not studied. Every human being is a unique person. QR चलबे ना, लाल सलाम चलबे ना, एकदम QR फेंको बाहर. No. Psychology people have brought some inputs. They will give the inputs to behavior. चलबे ना, बाहर. Then what? Only uniqueness. Every man is unique. Look at Mamta Didi. Unique. How did she win the election? Unique. Absolutely chalbe na. Our geography is humanistic geography. Only ideographic. Only unique. Read everyone in its uniqueness. Unique. Remember, go back to descriptive stage. Everyone is unique. Every student is unique. So if I have 2,000 students, I spend 1 hour with every student every day. Huh? There are only 24 hours, no? How can I spend 1 hour with 2,000 students every day? Impossible. They said, okay, don't worry. Why one teacher has to do it? If there are 100 teachers, every teacher you should do it. If there are 100 teachers, you can actually have 2,400 hours. But the student wants to listen only from me, then that's okay. ठीक है, जब उसका time आएगा तो ठीक है. So humanistic geography, is it impractical or not? Only unique. True. Then came another people, diagnosis वाले. They diagnosed. They said problem समझ आ गई है. We have found out the problem. The problem is capitalism. The structure. The socio-economic structure को ही उठा के फेंक डालो. True or not? कंगना रनौत. आजादी तो अभी मिली है. This whole Congress was a problem. These are called radical geographers. This is radical geography, also called as Marxist geography. Get that? सब कब हो रहा है? 1970s. And then there is a set of geographers who said, सुनो यार, why throw everything? Why can't we make changes? Why should it be Congress Mukt Bharat? There should be ruling party, strong ruling and strong opposition. There should be checks and balances. Yes or no? And ultimate goal should be what? Welfare of all. This is welfare geography. So now geography from a mono-paradigmatic phase. Remember, we became mono-paradigmatic, single party rule, mono-paradigmatic. And then Indira Gandhi dies. Before dying, she had put emergency also. Janata Party has also taken birth. Yes or no? When she dies, does India go into multi-party system or not? Multi-party system. South India, different party. North India, different party. Within North India, South India, many parties. Yes or no? This is the multi-paradigmatic phase of modern geography. Non-paradigmatic, dualistic, mono-paradigmatic, multi-paradigmatic. Is everyone okay? And after this, modern geography ends, and then comes postmodernism. This is not for foundation at all. This will come in the main course. Did you get the sequence, everyone? With this, I'm ending. Foundation of perspectives in human geography. Did everyone understand the story of geography? Is it interesting? This is close to the examiner. Can we fool the examiner by giving some name, Peter Cheater, history cheater? Yes. Just writing fantasy English, he knows what is happening. If he has asked a question from humanistic geography, there is a history to humanistic also. There is a history to humanistic. Yes. And there is a future to humanistic. And that's what we have to talk about. This I will be talking in advanced perspective classes. Where are those classes to be conducted? They will be conducted immediately after prelims, not before prelims. Before prelims, this month, we are finishing our full syllabus as per the planner. Is everyone okay? So that is how we are going to do. There are many students after prelims they face a lot of challenge with perspectives. So that is the time generally when I give my perspective classes. What is the advantage you have? Because of these 5 classes, you have the big picture with you. Puri storyline aapke paas. You know the whole storyline. Now you can enjoy chapter by chapter what is going to come in this. Get that? So that was my intention of doing this. I hope you created value out of it. I'll meet you at 3 o'clock. I've exceeded the time. I'm sorry. This is your lunch break. So 3 o'clock I meet you. for oceanography. Let us complete oceanography over there. I'll be talking about coral bleaching, tides and waves. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. 3 o'clock, I'll meet you.